ride to work. Well, we are in a very precarious situation right now, people. We really are. Now, you know that in previous videos I talked about disinfotainment, scandal extraction, and was making light of a situation that is actually really quite serious. And but at the same time, I made it clear that we're in a very dangerous place, and we're dealing with very dangerous people, and even more so in light of current circumstances. I'll get into that more here in a minute, but I'm going to link to some of my previous videos for some of the newer subscribers, and then just to help get you up to speed on what I'm going on about now here. But it was not long ago. People had a very real sense of dread about the re-election of Barack Hussein Obama. And past the guy here. Road work ahead. That's funny. I'm cruising at 60 miles an hour. But this regime is very dangerous now. We've forced them to uncloak. Yet they have not been able to ram their agenda through, because the people have been awakened to the situation. And I don't know that the people were really so much fast asleep as they were lazy in this one regard. They were just lazy, and were trying to give a naive benefit of the doubt. But we're at a place where we have a regime that has unsuccessfully tried to run several false flags, and been caught like a lying teenager. You just look at the Fast and Furious scandal, which actually started under Bush. And I'll get into that more later. And then you had 2 school shootings that I can recall that didn't make for very good results as far as ramming through gun control. And now, we've seen this Boston bombing, which completely blew up in their face because they got caught by their own surveillance grid. Everything's right out in the open. These gun running and school shooting distractions, they only cause the opposite of what they planned. The same kind of thing with the precious metals suppression that we've seen recently. It caused the exact opposite result of what they were trying to do. You know, now there are some punters out there who didn't see what was going on, and they, you know, all that happened was that drove the speculators out of a controlled environment, and it also put precious metals out of the hands of the weak and into the arms of the strong. But that's for another video. But what we're seeing is a naked, uncloaked, a very dangerous group of people in a wide-awake public, which makes things all the more dangerous. These people are not backing down. They are not backing down. And right now they feel cornered, and they're running damage control. We got these politicians saying that this guy's a traitor, and at the same time saying everything that he said is a hoax. How is he a traitor if it's just, you know, if it's just a libel or a slander? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't add up. But you know, now these people are really cornered, and they can't get out of this. They're not going to get out of this. You know, most of them are outright criminals, and the rest of them are just compromised beyond all belief. They have no political backbone because they're completely compromised. They don't want their dirty little secrets getting out. So there is no political solution. You know, we're talking about people who are so debauched, it's enough to make Caligula blush. This makes Rome look like a Girl Scout troop. Anyway, well, you know, I got a friend. Yeah, I got several friends actually. You know, it's like, oh, Obama. You know, he's a pansy. I'm like, no. He may be an out of the closet, you know, flaming, broke back, limp-wristed faggot. You know, but that doesn't mean he's not dangerous. This guy is incredibly dangerous. You have to understand, we had 20 years of czars, Bush and Clinton, to bring us to the Abomination. This guy's dangerous. He's and cornered, which makes him like even more dangerous. So forget about his proclivities. This guy is a gangster thug. You know, this is just a perpetuation of the Clintonista regime on steroids. These people are out of control dangerous. They want their Marxist coup now. They want it now. They want it yesterday, okay? We're in big trouble. We are literally over the abyss. Look up and be redeemed. Look down and be consumed. We are in big trouble, folks. We are in a lot of danger. And these people will use nukes in order to get their agenda across. That's what I've been talking about. The nuclear inferno. I'm talking about outside, outside enemies. I'm talking about the enemies within the gates. They will use nukes on their own people because they hate this country that much. They want it overthrown. They want it overthrown yesterday. So anyway, yeah, so I try to stop my friends before they get too far down the road of thinking that Obama is just some pansy. He's not a pansy. He's as much pansy as George Bush was an idiot. You know, these public displays of idiocy that George Bush would conjure on the television, that was a ruse. That was an act to get people to think that he was incompetent. We're talking about evil people here, man. People who are completely sold out to Satan. They know what's going on. You don't get to the office of the presidency. You don't get to the office of Senate or House Majority Leader without knowing where the bodies are. We're talking about people who love hurting little kids, who love corrupting innocents. They love it. We're in a lot of trouble, and our children are in a lot of trouble. If you love your children at all, want to see them delivered through this, you had better get right with God. You had better just put it all out on the table right now. It is time for radical faith. There is no sitting on the fence. Sitting on the fence will get you impaled. The line has been drawn. Who is on the Creator's side? Stand with me. All else is dross. Spare not your own family members. Anyhow, I guess that's all I got to say on that. It's live now. You're watching. Teeth gnashing, knives out.